Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I just read Darkness in the Blood by Guy Haley, and it's pretty cool. The book contains two somewhat interconnected storylines that continue from where Devastation of Baal ended. One storyline focuses on Dante, who yet again has to face a myriad of problems in order to get a grip on his reformed legion and the Tyranid-infected planets surrounding Baal. The other focuses on Mephiston, who is slowly losing control over his psychic powers as their strength has been increasing ever since the opening of the Great Rift. Furthermore, there's a decent chunk of filler fluff and we get some flashbacks that state how Dante became the chapter master. The best part of the book are the characters of Dante and Mephiston. Dante's continual struggle with super depression remains pretty entertaining, while the book also adds an interesting theory about the appearance of Sanguinius in the previous book. But far more interesting, however, was the deep dive we got into Mephiston's role in the universe, as the book transforms him into a much more complex and also much more important character than I originally believed him to be. He also gets some bonus points for creating some very dope action scenes with his magics. Another highlight of the novel was the Rubicon Primaris. See, at some point in the novel, an emissary of Belisarius Cole arrives at Baal to teach the angels how to transform outdated marines into Primaris marines. First of all, the emissary himself was fucking hilarious, in a way that only the AdMag really can be. But the actual surgery scenes also stood out for being really damn gruesome. To put it simply, you'll understand why only 60% of the marines survive the procedure. Then finally, for lore nerds, it's also great as it teaches us a lot more about the Rubicon procedure, including how it got its name. Then the final big point of the novel is the flashbacks about Dante's promotion to chapter master. These are okay, I guess. They aren't particularly interesting or boring, but they probably should occur somewhere in the series for completion's sake. But I can't say they added much to the story as a whole. Haley even created a character specifically so it would make sense for Dante to talk about this period of his life, which was a little gimmicky. In general, this also holds true for the rest of the novel. This novel explores a lot about the Blood Angels, but it doesn't really possess much of an actual storyline. In other words, this could just as well have been an anthology book instead, which probably would have been an improvement. Finally, I'd like to highlight the portrayal of the Slaanesh demons that show up in the book, led by Kyrus the Perverse. Haley portrays them as sassy and disturbing in equal measure, which worked out very well. And I gotta say that their appearance was definitely one of my favorite parts of this book. And well, there isn't much else to say about this book really. All in all, I'm giving Darkness in the Blood 4 out of 5 spooky vampire wizards. It's a very compelling collection of stories that I'm sure any Blood Angel fan will enjoy. It explores a lot of interesting concepts and even has some interesting Genestealer and Slaanesh fragments. Compared to its predecessor, its increased focus and better antagonist selection gives it a clear edge over Devastation of Baal, but Dante definitely stands above Darkness as its storyline was much more polished and captivating. Anyway, that's all I got for you today.
If you liked this video, please consider subscribing and click ringing the bell to appease the Great Horned Rat. For more lore content, please check my main channel and leave any book recommendations in the comments down below. I gotta get back to reading the next book.